A new studio is opening up. Xbox is expanding Game Pass to more parts of the world, and Xbox responds to the PlayStation Plus announcement. So we got some information about a new studio opening up from Activision, which will eventually be part of Xbox Game Studios. And that is another studio from Beenox that is going to be opening up in Montreal. So Beenox is known for working on the Call of Duty series, plus working on a bunch of other stuff. You go look at the games that they have made. And recently they've done Call of Duty Black Ops, content for Call of Duty Warzone, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. They worked on that, and that was an awesome remake. Just a great skateboarding game. If you haven't checked it out yet, highly recommend it. You go down here, they've done stuff with like CTR, Skylanders, and these Spider-Man games, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which is an awesome game. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to see another one of those since Sony owns the IP. Now, this expansion is going to increase Beenox's staff by more than 20%, and it's the studio's second major expansion in under 2 years. The head of the studio, Noor Poloni, had this to say: "I'm very excited to announce the arrival of a new Beenox studio location in Montreal. We are counting on the city's great diversity of talent to build a team that will allow us to broaden our creative perspective and bring even more diversity to our development. This investment in Montreal is the next key step in our studio's growth as we continue to support the creative ambitions across the Call of Duty franchise. We want our location to attract local international talent and contribute to the vibrant video game industry in Montreal." Specifically, she talks about what the studio is going to be able to do. As we know, right now they're working on the Call of Duty franchise, and Call of Duty is having just kind of a big change up. After Modern Warfare 2, they're going to be taking a break on the release of the games. I don't think it's going to be a yearly release, which I think is great for the franchise, because Call of Duty is a game that you could have last a couple of years and just add content to it and then come out and release a new version that really does build upon the previous version. So this extra studio, Noor Poloni says this about it. Says, "The second office will allow us to enhance our fields of expertise and grow our creative spirit. Our priority will be to provide our teams with a space that nurtures inspiration and innovation, but also facilitates collaboration, learning, and building strong bonds. We want our teams to be proud, excited, and comfortable going to the studio." And I mean, that's obviously something that they're going to focus on hard, the part about being comfortable going to the studio, obviously because it is an Activision Blizzard studio, and changing that culture when they come over to Microsoft is going to be such a big focus. So in terms of Modern Warfare 2, this is an article from Charlie Intel talking about the leaks and the rumors right now, kind of the things we potentially know about what this game is going to incorporate. And if we go down here, one of the developers that is going to be working on it is Beenox, and we also know that they are going to be releasing this game with a brand new engine, a bunch of new maps, all that type of stuff, and they are going to be adding new Warzone content. Specifically, it looks like there will be a brand new map, so maybe this is something that Beenox is helping develop. So more studios, more expansion, more employees that are going to eventually be under the leadership of Xbox, and we'll have to see what type of content and what type of games and what type of extra stuff this will be able to add to the Call of Duty franchise. And hopefully they aren't just going to only focus on that, especially if they continue to expand depending on what Xbox decides to do with Call of Duty. Maybe they're going to be able to branch out and make different types of games. So we got some great news on the expansion of Xbox Game Pass, specifically PC Game Pass, as Xbox has decided they are going to be bringing over PC Game Pass to Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam later this year. And right now you can actually go and sign up to preview PC Game Pass with the Xbox Insider Preview. Now, this is huge because this is a big part of Xbox's plan going forward, bringing these subscription services to different parts of the world, trying to expand the ecosystem in areas where it just kind of makes sense to bring over Game Pass, a lower cost subscription service, giving access to tons of big games, and then eventually getting the actual streaming service. That will be big, what they're trying to do in Japan, but specifically with these parts of the world, one of the big reasons I think that they're doing it is because of what the data shows. So this tweet here is from Daniel Mott, says that their data shows over 160 million PC gamers across these markets. Subscriptions can lower the barrier of entry for premium PC games. And that's huge because when you look at what Game Pass does, when you look at being able to play games across multiple devices and the cost of a monthly fee, it democratizes gaming. It gives access to more people, and it just overall expands the amount of subscribers that are going to be using Xbox Game Pass. So that's 160 million extra potential subscribers Xbox is going to be able to tap into with bringing this over. And I hope it goes well. I hope that the preview, and I hope it goes well. I hope the preview is successful and people jump into this. It'll be really interesting to see how these parts of the world take to Xbox Game Pass. But if the data is showing there are that many PC gamers in Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, then I'm thinking that this is going to be a service that is going to be a big hit there. And if you go down into the comments, you actually have people commenting about this from those parts of the world, explaining why they're excited about Xbox Game Pass. This person here actually says that they were using Game Pass via a workaround, and they are sharing some insight of the cost difference of how much it costs to just buy games in Malaysia versus how much it costs to get Xbox Game Pass. So in their currency converted to US dollars, I did the quick conversion. They're saying with their AAA games over there, it costs about $50 to $70 for AAA games. And then for Game Pass per month, that converts to about $3 to $4, and then per year it's about $42. So I mean, that's a big difference, especially because of the amount of games you're getting. I mean, the value of Game Pass is insane, and it's going to continue to increase with the Activision Blizzard deal. Person says here, the pricing is insanely good in Indonesia. It's only 10 cents for an introductory price. After that, it's $3.50 per month. I mean, that's crazy just for the intro price. This is a perfect example of great regional pricing policy. And that's one thing too, Game Pass, they do really well seemingly as they've continued to adjust the pricings based on the region. We saw the price adjustment, I believe, in India and Saudi Arabia, and then you see the pricing here different than in other parts of the world. This person says here, the news exploded in Vietnam. Every Facebook group that I am in are talking about it. The post in my group is the most reacted to post in recent years. And this, they say, even bigger than the Activision Blizzard acquisition. And you can see here just a screenshot of the post. So this is going over very well. And this is great news. This is what subscription gaming can do. Not only does it give people in North America amazing value, amazing games for a low cost, it can really spread out these AAA games to other parts of the world and at a low cost as well, seemingly just making everybody be able to enjoy and play these games. And finally, we got this. So as we know, yesterday, PlayStation announced their PlayStation Plus remodeling of their subscription service with their 3 tiers. And I think the overall reaction from most people, even people in the PlayStation community, was pretty underwhelming. It's not a competitor to Game Pass if you look at the value between the two. I mean, technically it is a competitor, but it just doesn't really touch it. Game Pass is still a much better subscription service because it matches it in price and you're getting so many more games. You're getting all those day one Xbox games. You're not locking backwards compatibility behind the service. There's just so many things that are better about Xbox Game Pass compared to this PlayStation Plus service. I actually made an 18 or so minute video giving my thoughts on the entire situation, why I think PlayStation is doing what they're doing. So if you're interested and you want to check that out, make sure to go check it out. I'll actually link it in the description. But Aaron Greenberg, as well as Xbox Game Pass, kind of immediately responded to the announcement of the PlayStation Plus subscription services. First of all, Xbox Game Pass tweets out, "We love options, play brand new games on day one." I mean, clearly pointing that out because that's something you're not getting with PlayStation Plus. Blockbusters and indies. And that's kind of funny because specifically within the PlayStation Plus announcement, they said that you're going to get a catalog of blockbuster hits, but these would be older games that were already out and already have been played by a lot of people. And they mentioned indies as well. And then they say Xbox Game Studios, EA Play, ID at Xbox, and more, just kind of highlighting all of the value, all of the great stuff you get with Xbox Game Pass. And Aaron Greenberg responded as well, saying, "Love the value we give our fans to play all of our first-party games on console and PC at launch." Again, just highlighting the biggest difference between these two services. And it's hilarious because it's marketing. This is what they're doing. They're coming out and trying to get people to see the difference between PlayStation Plus subscription service and Xbox Game Pass, although the difference is very evident if you just go through and see all the features. So this is going to be, going forward, a lot of the marketing we're seeing where it's going to be Game Pass getting pushed out there to go against the marketing of PlayStation. And not because they have to really compete in terms of the value you're getting between the two services, with Game Pass being far ahead, but because of the fact that PlayStation is going to market the PlayStation Plus stuff very hard, and they are very good marketers, and Xbox needs to make sure that they stay on top of their marketing so that when somebody sees PlayStation Plus they're going to have that comparison with Xbox Game Pass on the side too, and then make that decision of where they want to play. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff. What do you think about Beenox opening a new studio, bringing Game Pass to other parts of the world, and the PlayStation Plus subscriptions? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, if you like what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.